My name is Ashleigh Aiken, and I was born and raised in the Seattle, Washington area. I was raised in Shoreline, Washington. We had a very nice home growing up. It was my brother, my father, my mother, and I. My brother was 2.5 years younger than I am. We lived a very nice life in a great neighborhood. We went to wonderful schools. We always had everything at our fingertips. We were never struggling growing up, and that was a wonderful childhood. That was a pretty picturesque, everyday lifestyle. Up until my father passed away when I was 11, 2 weeks before Christmas time, and the economy at the same time was crashing. My mother was not making as much money when my dad passed away. She also was in a very deep state of grief. After her and my father had been married for 15 years, that was the love of her life. She was now trying to raise 2 children who were about to enter into preteen, teenage years, and she wasn't sure how to do it alone. She started looking to other men. She started bringing things into her own body that were not healthy. She started abusing substances, and after a couple years passed of us struggling and not knowing where our next meal was going to come from, and us moving into an apartment and then becoming homeless, finally motels, or calling CPS, a caseworker got involved, and eventually my brother and I were found in her office. She moved us to the first group home. We stayed there for 2 weeks. It was pretty secure. It was not ideal, but it was better than being in a juvenile detention center. Of course, the foster care system struggles with having places to put children. So after 2 weeks of staying there, they were not finding a home for my brother and I to go to together. So they had an availability at Hand in Hand, and we went there, and my caseworker was like, "You guys are gonna love it. It's like Disneyland for foster kids, way better than this group home you've been staying at. It will just be you guys in a little area. You'll have your own beds. It will be warm. You'll have food. You'll love the volunteers." Well, that's exactly what it was, but better. We went there. We met these amazing people. They replaced our garbage bags that we had with actual luggage. They gave us wonderful suitcases and duffel bags to carry our clothes and our toiletries in. They bought us new clothes. They bought us new toiletries. I was able to finally wash and take care of my hair. I was finally able to wear a shirt that didn't smell like I had washed my clothes in the bathtub myself, like I had been doing for the past 6 months. My brother was finally able to have socks that fit him. That's the kind of stuff that we got, and we were taken care of at Hand in Hand. And these women and these men that came in just loved on us and treated us with a love that we had never experienced before, with a love we had never seen. My brother and I were just in amazement, and it was 3 days of pure joy and happiness. There was one specific couple that met us and took us in, and that was our first home together. And my brother stayed longer at their home than I did. I left eventually, went to a second home, then a third home, and then eventually I moved into my 4th home, which was actually one of the volunteers I had met at Hand in Hand. Her and her husband took me in with their 3 kids, and now she's actually my forever mom. I actually call her mom. And she's a wonderful woman, and I'm very grateful that this whole Hand in Hand experience led me to not only the first home that me and my brother were in, who still are a part of my brother and I's lives, but also the 4th home that I was in. They're all wonderful people that were there. And I'm still friends on Facebook with several of the volunteers that work there. And I just think that I would not be where I am today without the impact of Hand in Hand. I'm now a mother of 2. I'm now married to an amazing husband. I went to Bible college. I ended up giving my life to the Lord. I'm not walking the path that I walked as a high schooler. I'm now walking a path that I feel like is an example to children in foster care, that you don't have to be a ward of the system. You don't have to be a second generation. You can be the new generation. You can be a new example to those out there. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my story and how possible it is to go out and share and be an example to everyone. And I just want to thank the Hand in Hand experience and community for being there for my family, and I would not be where I am today without them. So thank you guys.